to know my feelings, and I get afraid sometimes. No sober days, I'm like, ain't no more pain, I'm fine. That's what I tell myself, and I know I'm lying. Back in the club, standing in the truck with the Knicks. Never thought I'd make a dime off a rap. Real shit, no cap. Before the mansion, I was living out of the house, sleeping on the couch. Remember meal before dinner time, praying for a meal, saying grace over cereal. Holly, if you hear me, dawg, I know you feel me, dawg. I ain't never had, so I still remember all. So I chance saying second, no play with time. I tried to hold it on the road, each other waste some time. I'm way too busy for that bullshit, so don't waste some time. The red is showing. When you said forever, thought you made it. Why you there while I'm here? Why you ain't with me? I lost my dogs and I miss you. I miss you. Taking all these drugs, trying to know my feelings, and I get afraid sometimes. No sober days, I'm like, ain't no.
Welcome to Life Talk 21, the show designed to motivate you, to inspire you, and to give you strategies to help you live in the 21st century. And not just live. I want you to be successful. And I'm your host, Eric Wortham. And today I just want to talk about a few things. One thing, the subject is this. Please don't judge me by the space that you are in. Please don't judge me by the space that you are in. Because one of the problems I think in our country is that we have too much extremism. We have too many people that are extreme on any side. I don't care what subject you're talking about, we have extremism. And so when you have extremism, it's harder for people with that mentality to understand like there's another side, because everything is that side, so it's hard to give in. But when you, like myself, I'm in the middle, and to be honest with you, I really believe that I grew innately. I was just a middle person, for as long as I can remember. Now, I did things that didn't show that, but that's because, I came from the projects, man, and, you had to be tough. That's bottom line. You had to be things, because it was about survival. Okay, but either way, though, when you look at things like that, we come from an environment, and our inner circle molds us. Our belief systems are all based on our upbringing. Our mannerisms. Our value systems, the things that we believe. All of those things are shaped when we're growing up as youth, okay? And so, but the thing is, though, is that sometimes we don't understand that there are people that didn't come up the same way I did. They don't have the same value as I do. And this is the kicker. And that they can be just as good as I can be. Really. That's the kicker right there. They not only do they understand that there are people that don't believe the way they do, but also, they understand it. They get it a little bit. And so, because of the way that you adapted in your environment, the things that you were shaped with, a lot of times we judge people merely based on those things, and it's not a matter of being right or wrong. It's preferences, is tendencies. These are things that we acquire and we learn, as we are coming up, and the people that are around us. But we tend to judge people based on that space that we're in. Or, like when you're angry and you don't like something, you can, use that against somebody as well. But what I am saying here, though, is don't judge me based on the space that you're in. Deion Sanders once put it this way. He said, please don't let my confidence offend your insecurities. See, that's it. When people have so many insecurities, we all have them, but when you have so many that deals with the confidence that you have, and you use that though to judge others, that's when it likely becomes a problem, because we judge. Just because you're afraid to wear a certain color, don't mean that I don't like it and I don't want to wear it. You see what I'm saying? But you judge me based on the fact that you don't like it. Yeah. And so that's what I'm talking about today. Don't judge me, based on the space that you are in. And it's kind of like going to work. We all go to work. And sometimes, like when you're married, you may have had an argument with your wife or husband or whatever, a significant other, whatever. And you go to work, so you don't feel the best. You're not chipper. But see, the way I did it is I did not bring that to work with me. I mean, if it got to a point where I couldn't balance it, then I'm gonna have to take that day off, because I don't want to how I feel affect how I deal with other people. And we do it so often. And so, but don't judge me based on the space that you're in. Give me the benefit of the doubt. Give me the same benefit of the doubt that I'm pretty sure that you want. Because this is what I believe. When you're truly confident, you choose things based on how it makes you feel or look, not by how it affects others. When you're truly confident, listen to that. And I just came up with this, man. I'm telling you, you're not going to find that anywhere. When you are truly confident, you choose things based on how it makes you feel or look, not by how it affects others. And that's, chew on that. We do, though. When you're confident, you look at things, you say, hey, man, I like that. Yeah, that looks good. Somebody else might say something else. And it's all Jonathan Majors, the guy that played in the Creed 3 movie, this latest one. He wore pink. And he got some negative things because of the pink. See, that's what I'm saying. That space that some traditional people are in, men are not supposed to wear certain colors. And so when they do, they immediately, put that to that you're gay or something. And it's not that, and I don't care either way, but it does not necessarily mean that. I wear pink. I've worn it a lot, man, because I like colors. And I know 100% that I'm not gay. And again, I don't have any problem with any gay people. Matter of fact, one of my best friends is gay, and I don't even want to say that, because I hate when people say that. When I went to school, there was one black friend in school. So take that back. But I'm not gay. Okay, I know I'm not. So, but I like to wear colors. You know what I'm saying? But see, if you are in that old mentality, old mindset, traditional mindset, see, that you're going to judge me by that. And see, that's what we don't want to do, man. We don't want to judge people based on where we are. Okay? You're in that space, but you may end up making the wrong assumptions about me or somebody else. Okay? See, so you may make the wrong assumption. So when I saw that young man, I didn't look at it like that. I was like, shh. I mean, the style is not me, but the colors, man, I like that. So whatever, however you take that. But don't judge me based on that, because some of us have a traditional mindset, and that's how we judge people. But I'm open-minded, So that's why I say I believe I've always been kind of in the middle, because I've always had that open-mindedness to myself. Okay, and the reason why what people say about me don't hurt me is because I know that their problem is with them, and it has nothing to do with me, because most of the time they don't know me, or I don't know them well enough to make any valid judgment, So that's why it don't hurt me, because I assume that they got some problem or they're dealing with something. It might be arrogancy, but I mean, it's the way I feel, So because simply we don't know each other. Now, I read an article. This guy is 100 years old and still practicing law. I mean, he's still a doctor, still works in the doctor field, and 100 years old. And, he gave his 5 reasons why he think, 5 things that he think contributed to him still being 100 and still working. And one of the things, now it's 5 things, but I'm going to talk about the one thing he said, which was number 4. He said was he did not restrict himself, meaning he took things in moderation. He says moderation allows us to live life to the fullest while keeping us from going overboard and impacting our health in the long run. So that's what he said. He had a life of style of moderation. He always made sure that he worked out, not like all the time, but he made sure that he did it a few days a week. He say, if I drink alcohol, I made sure that I kept it within a limit. And I thought that was one of the most powerful things to say, that he attributed that to him living for so long, is because, he lives a life of moderation. Extremists are most likely all the way on one side or the other, which does not allow a balanced insight. Okay, it does not. It puts one in a set space, which acknowledges no other space. So, don't judge me based on the space that you're in, because, I'm not in that space. I'm a little bit more open than you are, and it's nothing wrong with, I don't have a problem with the way you are. I don't. Because it's you. But please, don't judge me by the space that you're in. All right? I'm Eric Worth. Remember, be all you can be by doing all you can do.
I ain't even told the king yet. Bought a mansion for the crew, we got a pool in the living room, I ain't even seen it yet. I should probably sound my own dude, cause I'm just trying to do the do, yeah. I remember when I used to sleep on the floor, having nightmares. Woke up, daydreaming by the lifestyle, then they cut the lights off. Now every diamond on me shining when the lights off, yeah. If you ain't been through what I've been through, you won't understand. Did everything they said I couldn't do, never what they saying. On the man, yeah. tell myself.